What's going on, guys? I want to make a real quick video about something that may seem like it's common sense, but I feel like a lot of people have either missed the mark or are misinterpreting what a minor is, or what makes you or classifies you as a child predator. Let's dig in, shall we? So it looks like over the past week, Glennon Cameron, who is currently the Institute of Economic Thought, who was previously Hustlers Kung Fu, dude's like a businessman. Apparently he flips stuff, does rental cars on Turo, etc. So eventually, he begins to break down and gets more comfortable and tells about his relationships, his past experience with women, and specifically his use of social media to meet women. He then goes to explain about how he had an encounter with a minor, a 15-year-old girl who eventually gave him, and he says it on video. This isn't me slandering him by any means, but the girl gave him nude pictures or whatever. So the girl sends him nude pictures. He says he deletes them, and then he continues to talk to her afterwards before, leaving her on read and moving on to the next person. In my opinion, that makes you a child predator, regardless of how you want to frame it. So you moonwalked out of the situation, bro, you still talk to a kid. You talk to a child. If somebody might be underage. You didn't ask. You continued to talk to her. You got pictures. Continue to talk to her after those pictures were deleted before you, quote unquote, moved on. And he then continues, then once again, and words out of his mouth, not mine, they're all over the internet. I'm telling a story about a mother and her two children, and how a mother had given him fellatio with her 16 and 17-year-old daughter in the same room, most likely in exchange for money, because I've never known any woman to do anything for free. I mean, even my girlfriend, who's the mother of my child, in order for me to get her, in order for me to get a kiss, I had to pay for a date. I had to pay for a drink. I had to pay for dinner. And I still didn't get a kiss at the end. I had to wait to the next date, which I also pay for because I'm a gentleman. But my thing is, nobody's giving nothing like that for free or anything of that nature for free. And he still did that in the presence of minors, even though they weren't physically involved. They were still witnesses in the same room. He did no action. He wasn't like, oh, I told him to go upstairs, told him to go to another room. I told him to go in the corner, turn around and cover your ears. He didn't even do that, which is still doing absolutely nothing. And then lastly, he talks about his multiple encounters with a 17-year-old girl. And this is something that blew me, dog. This is something that blew me. He's like, oh yeah, I had this thing going on with this 17-year-old girl, and after 10 times, I found out. And I kept talking to her, and I kept on doing it because it was already too late. What? What in the world? Already too late, bro? Already too late. So you continue to do it. Lord Jesus. Dude, you lucky one of these parents find you out here in these streets. Like, that's crazy. So he then goes on to like somebody's YouTube channel. He's like a lawyer. Can't remember the name. I'm sure somebody will drop it in the comment section. So he goes on like a panel, with two other dudes. They're black dudes. One's a lawyer. Other guy's just a YouTube personality. And they're doing it's like a 4-hour stream because they're really breaking down what this even is, how it happened, all of the above, And his thing was he pretty much convinced, he pretty much admitted that the encounter with the 17-year-old had happened and occurred, and that's true, but everything else somehow was false. And he's like, I'm a good storyteller, These are all fictional tales. These are all tall tales, even though I said that they were the truth in clear as day, and they're really specific. And it's really interesting because I used to be a big follower of this dude, and it's sad, man. And I commented on one of his videos because he had like these courses, these online courses. One of them was for like a holding company. And he's like, oh, this information isn't given out on the internet. And I'm like, everything's free on the internet. It's the internet, baby. It's the internet. Everything's free. Everything's free. Now, if it's organized and presented to you in a clean manner, that in a sequential like fashion, I don't think that's a word, but if the order's there, it's nice organized, there's milestones, certificates when you complete stuff, you might be paying for that, but the information's still there and it's free. So eventually, he blocked me, so I haven't I haven't seen him in a while, you know, because he had some pretty good vlogs. There was the Kill Switch vlogs. There were the other ones about the Craigslist, about the garage sales he used to do from Craigslist, where he'd be flipping stuff, selling stuff. It's just real interesting. You know, it's real messed up because his whole thing was, you know, and a lot of dudes in this quote unquote, I guess they call it the red pill community. Their whole thing is, you know, which I kind of get, you know, which I completely understand. You want a woman to look good, you know. But and a lot of dudes like younger women. If I were to, you know, if I were to say I don't like women on the younger side, then I'd probably be lying, right? But his whole thing is, oh, well, I could do it because they're looking for something. I'm looking for something. You know, we're both satisfying each other's needs. They want money, an older man. I want them because they got da. We make it happen, and it's really an unfair exchange. And he kind of. Well, not kind of. He does justify talking to that 17-year-old girl multiple times. Like, completely justifies whether it's what they're wearing. She's sending me pictures. She's talking dirty to me. She's calling me. Whatever the case may be. Bro, 17 is still a minor. And you are a child predator. You're in your 40s. Anybody that's in their 40s, rich, broke, I don't care. If you are not 20... If you are not 20 years old and you're, you know, I don't want to hear, oh, she's 17 and a half. If she's 17, you need to just stay away from her. That's too much. Just wait the extra year. If you like her that much, just wait the extra year because she's still in high school. She's 16 going on 17. She's 17 going on 18. It shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter. Like you out here selling, you know, you out here selling your way out of this, bro. It's criminal, dog. She's a child. So there's nothing that you want there's nothing that you can offer her that doesn't make this uneven. Like the power struggle is completely off. She has nothing to leverage against you. She doesn't know, you know, you could buy her Buffalo Wild Wings and she would be satisfied. You know, that's not impressive because you're 40. You know, it's cute and impressive when the guy's 19, 18, 17. You guys are working at Wendy's. You know, you on your little date, but you making hundreds of thousands of dollars. God knows how much he paid these girls, these ladies, the mom. Who knows if he even paid them? But it's just sad because he just justifies it. You know, whether it's paid, unpaid, it's wrong. It's really messed up. It's sick. And to be honest with you, if you have to do a whole bunch of explaining, this video is going to be long. People might not even watch it. I could care less. But if you have to do a whole bunch of explaining to justify the person that you're dating because, you know, the age is they're like an 18, 19, 17. If you have to be like, oh, she's mature for her age or this or that, or if you have to do a whole bunch of explaining to justify you dating somebody, then when it's because of their age, you know, you're justifying their age specifically, then you're a child predator. If you have to do a whole bunch of explaining, you're a child predator. Yeah, straight up. It's not right. Parents, I'm making this video because I'm a parent. I have a son. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't want no woman doing this to my son because it could be pretty psychologically damaging. And I know, you know, we're guys, you know, we're like, hey, you know, I won't get me a cougar, but to an extent, it is pretty damaging. And especially if you're a woman, it's I can't imagine like that is not normal. Two daughters and a mom, and you're doing that to the mom. If you know, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Glenn and Cameron should be sued. I mean, for canceling him, you know, keep him up because people are definitely making more videos. They got his Linktree on there. Dude's changing his channel name like every other day. And I see why, because he's on fire and he's burning and he's crashing, and these comment sections is crazy. I was on this dude's YouTube channel that did a video on him, and there were people saying that they already reported him to the FBI and everything. So it's really unfortunate. 17 is still a child. 17. I don't care if you're in the state of Georgia. Like the state of Georgia, the age of consent is 16. If she consents and she's 17, guess what? Still a child molester. Don't care. No debate. Be honest with you, I don't even think they should let people like this live, you know, because you just foul, bro. Like, you're really a scumbag. It's not okay. And if you got that much money, why don't you go get a girl that's in college? 20-year-old, 21-year-old, you go get a drink with her. 22, 23, 24. All these chicks are still more than half your age. You're in your 50s doing this. And it's not okay by any means, because there's always that one dude that's picking a girl up in high school. He's like 22. Even that dude's hella creepy. But he's not nearly as bad as you. Not nearly. And that guy's pretty bad. But this is why you have to be well aware of what's going on social media, on phones, and on laptops. But 17 years old is still a minor. Let me know what you guys think about Glenn Cameron and the Institute of Economic Thought. This is not slander of character in any means, because he made the video about it, and apparently it is all just a tall tale. It's all just a joke. But in the video, he says it's truthful. Remember that, What do you guys think? And you can even see in this interview, dude had his shades on the whole time. Anytime someone does not want you to see their eyes or their facial expressions, it's all bad. It's all bad, because you're capping, you're lying, you bluffing. Oh, you know who wear glasses? Poker players. You know why? Because they're bluffing. They're bluffing their way out of a shitty situation or into a better one. Either way, big W for the YouTube community today that I'm newly a part of. Big W, because they definitely on him. They're like, he has no comments. He is like, but they're getting him on other social medias, like on Reddit, Quora, Yahoo Answers. They're definitely hitting him hard. So he's in that Google algorithm, no matter how hard he tries to shift and run away from what he did. And my thing is, you did it on camera, dude. If you're a YouTuber that's providing value, right, because we're his followers, he's teaching us business and investing advice and giving us financial knowledge, right? What does this have to do with business or car rentals or Craigslist garage sale flipping or anything? It has completely off topic. I think he was just trying to flex and get more content or more diverse content, and he put his foot in his mouth in the process. He got screwed because a lot of people were saying the Kevin Samuels videos, the Fresh and Fit videos, and they're trying to copy or mimic, because this was hot on YouTube right now. And so he thought that he could do the same thing. However, his delivery is bad, his reputation is bad, and he doesn't have anything. I'm 26. This dude I'm considered technically relatively young. This dude don't got nothing appealing to anybody my age, in my opinion. You're a fat, bald dude who does rentals. Yes, you have money, but your style is trash, your health is trash, delivery is trash, your charisma is garbage. Like, I don't get it. You have to pay these women because they won't let you do it for free. You have to. Like, what can a man like that teach you about women? Absolutely nothing. Or about life. He don't even know the law. Interesting. But yeah, that's my little rant on the situation. Frustrating. I thought the part that he's getting railed is funny, but what he did with those women is absolutely despicable. Let me know what you guys think, man. There's a lot of people out here like that, like there's a lot of people that think that that just because you're 17 that you're old enough. Or if you just turn 18, people think that's cool. I don't think that's cool, because the world, like, you lived in your parents, people are paying stuff. You don't even know what a bill is. And some middle-aged man coming by trying to fill up one, like, that's gross, dog. That's gross. And my thing is, let's say you really was about it. Let's say you're really that urgent. You're like, I really feel strongly for this woman, which really is a girl. It's not a woman. It's a girl because she's only 17. Wait 3 years. Don't contact her. Nothing. Maybe send a Facebook request, even though that's sickening. Even though that's very, very wrong. Don't say anything. Come back in 3 years. Or don't add her on Facebook, because that's creepy. And that probably motivates other things. Just have her name in your head. Write it down. Come back in 3 years. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment or subscribe. 17 years old as adults lately, apparently. It's a damn shame. Y'all have a good day.